Hello, guys.
Hello, I'm Johnny.
I'm Julie.
We are
The Parsons RV Journey.
We are taking the RV to the shop. I don't have a GoPro and I don't have an iPhone, so I'm not going to be able to film, but I'm going to give you an update when I get back.
So, hey guys, good morning. We are, like Johnny said, pulling out this morning. Me and John are headed to get some other things done. He's got to upload a video, and so we're going to go find Wi-Fi while Johnny goes and takes the RV to get it fixed. We've got to put that pump on, and then we've also got to do the leveling valve, and so he's going to be going down to Jackson, Georgia today to Covered Wagon Trucking. Our good friends there, the Stunkles, Gerald and Alicia Stunkel, are so sweet, and they hear from the Lord, and they hear His voice, and they help us out with some of our mechanical needs. And so we're so thankful for good friends, and especially good friends that hear the voice of the Lord and are obedient to Him in that. And so anyway, so I guess they're sort of like our sponsors, but anyway, we're going to be headed down to do that, and we'll catch back up with you in just a little bit when we come back together.
Howdy. Well, I got back from the shop and they fixed the hydraulic fan pump that I showed you. They got the new one put on there, and I'll show you a picture on that. And then they put a leveling valve on the left front of the bus and or RV, and then but now I've got a fuel pump leaking. It's not the primary fuel pump, but it's the pump that puts fuel to that fuel pump is leaking when I first crank it up, and so I've got the part in on that. I got to go back to that shop, pick that part up. So
Lord provided for
I'm
that.
going to take it to another guy. Those guys that fixed my hydraulic pump are busy, and they're not able to work on the RV again. So I got to take it to another shop, or I got actually a backyard mechanic guy that I know at church, from church, is going to try to help me do this job.
Yeah.
So and we've got to get all this done before we leave for Florida. We're supposed to leave for Florida today, so we got to do that today.
So we are leaving a couple days late. We're hoping to leave. I'm hoping, my hopes, and I hope I get my hopes, is that we can at least get a couple hours in tomorrow. But Johnny, anyway, is going to show you some pictures. Maybe in this video we'll pop up some pictures of the new pump, the one that they put on, and also the leveling valve. And then we might also show you some pictures of this one that we are going to pick up now.
Got the new part that we needed, thanks to a friend of ours that works for a trucking company, and that's the part. It is the what do they call this thing? They call it the pump fuel transfer. So what this does, it transfers the fuel to the fuel pump. And so them mechanics down there in Jackson said that this is going out. but I couldn't see where it was leaking at. But it's got a place, and I can just take it out of this bag, I think. It's got a place for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines that goes in this thing. 8 lines, and then there's 3 bolts that holds it on. So it don't, I mean, for a good mechanic, it don't look that hard, kind of challenging to me, I think. I would do it myself, but I really don't have time right now, and plus
I won't get anything wrong.
I don't, well, yeah, I need to be trusted not to mess nothing up. So I'm gonna go to another guy down here that I know from church. I'm gonna go down to a friend of mine that does diesel mechanic on the side and see what he says about this. I don't know where it would be leaking, because when you first crank the thing up, it leaks. It pours for a minute or 2, and then it stops. So I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm going to see what he's going to charge me to put this thing on, and we may try to make our trip to Florida and Alabama without changing it till we get back. I'm just going to see what he says. But anyway, we're fixing to take off. That's why I'm in the driver's seat. We're fixing to take off and head down to Plant City, Florida. But first, we're going to go see our church friend that does the mechanicing on the side. We got our engine RV back over here at the mechanic, and I brought it over here to let him look at that leak with that thing down there. That sending pump is right in there, and I guess I need to get a flashlight to put on it. But we're trying to, he took the hose that goes from there, the air hose, off. It goes around that way. Thing had holes all in it, and I didn't realize it. I thought it was okay, but because it was black. But I was looking at it. Well, he was looking at it, and he said, this has got holes all in it, it's messed up, so we're going to tape the old one up till we can get a new one ordered for it. It's the air hose, and it goes from, that's the turbo right there. Pipe, the air comes in from the side there, the air filter goes in through there, and then it goes through that pipe, and it goes in back there on the other side and comes back through the turbo. And we were worried about the air being dirty on it, but I'll show you the hose here in just a second. This is a friend from church that allowed us to come, and he's a mechanic, local mechanic, and he does mechanic work for the church, and does a good job. But anyway, he's helping us with this RV. See how dirty he is. That's how bad that hydraulic leak was for us. But I'm going to take you over here in a minute and show you the hose. You like to say anything to our friends?
I go shy when it gets on video, so it's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
But it won't be a mess long.
That's right.
I can promise you that.
That's right.
As long as the good Lord guides my hand, we'll leave here in
That's right.
perfect condition.
Amen. This is one of his shops that he helps me, or he's helping me at. But this hose right here, it has holes. This is the bottom side of it, and it had holes all down on the bottom. And what he was saying was this can cause you major problems if those holes suck up the dirt into the turbo and back through the system. Them holes can cause major problems. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to tape that booger up until we can get us another hose. We're still at this mechanic's house today, the one that's helping us with our issues, some of our issues on that RV.